are links to sugar and aging, as well as sugar and weight gain, and all sorts of other health issues. And this morning we want to talk about some more natural ways to approach the sweet tooth that so many of us struggle with. Stephen Richards, president of Better Body Foods, knows a lot about Xagave, and we're going to learn about it this morning. Did I say that right?
You did. Xagave with an X. It's pronounced with a Z.
Xagave.
Yes.
But we're talking about agave nectar.
That's true.
In the basis of this.
That's true.
Good morning, by the way.
Good morning. Thank you. And thank you for having me on the show. The reason why we call it Xagave, it is different from any other agave nectar in that it's a unique blend of both blue and white agave, which gives it unique health benefits and cooking properties and taste. And we'll talk about that as we're going through some of the recipes. But I guess really what we wanted to start out is a lot of people are familiar with agave. They use it as a coffee and tea sweetener, or they'll use it in their cereal. This is really a complete sugar replacement that permits you to save a bunch of calories. It's low glycemic index, and again, it has 81 of prebiotic fiber that has a number of health benefits in it.
Oh, prebiotic fiber. Okay, that's a lot what we find in those little, yogurts and stuff.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So we can talk about that real quickly. We do have a complete cookbook out that shows people how to cook and use with it.
And we actually get the special amounts that we need to put, the measurements for this to be used in these recipes.
That's right.
Delicious meets nutritious.
Great. So let's just start with breakfast.
Okay.
Most people skip breakfast because it's easy to skip. It's the most important meal of the day. And studies have shown if you actually consume a good breakfast, you'll eat far less calories throughout the day because you get your blood sugar levels up where they should be. And I'm going to start with just some straight plain yogurt that I bought here locally at Fry's Marketplace.
Which frankly tastes like sour cream, if we're being very honest.
That's right. And plain yogurt, most people, you talk to plain yogurt and they say that's awful. And I'm going to put about a quarter, I've done this a lot, so I'm going to put about a quarter of a cup on there and stir it in.
Okay.
And sweeten it. And very easy to sweeten. Now, my wife eats this every day for breakfast. I'm going to show you how to make Swiss muesli. And again, this is on your website as well as our website. But if you want to just taste that stuff, you'll see how good that actually tastes now that it's been sweetened. Isn't that delicious?
Yeah, I think it's the first time the chef has ever fed me, so I kind of like that too.
And if you want to put a little in your a little vanilla in there just to sweeten the vanilla, that's great.
It's great just like that.
And what I'm going to do is throw in some oats. Now these are uncooked, raw, old-fashioned oats.
Okay.
And again, I'm just going to stir that up. And so what you're getting in the yogurt, you're getting your prebiotics. In the agave, you're getting your prebiotics, which is an inulin fiber.
And then we're going to throw in this.
I'm going to throw in some berries on top. Again, loaded with antioxidants. And then I'm just going to sprinkle a few almond slivers on there. And there's a wonderful breakfast that just takes a couple of minutes to make. Why don't you taste that and let me know I know you've been dying to eat one of those blackberries. Eat one of those blackberries. But isn't that delicious? And the muesli softens up very, very quickly. You don't need to leave it overnight or anything.
That's delicious.
Isn't that great? And again, you're saving about 50 to 80 calories.
Then we move to lunch. By
sweetening your own. So we're going to move to lunch. And again, this is a Chinese chicken salad. I once talked to a nutritionist, and he basically said, you're eating healthy if you're eating a lot of color. So if you look at the salad, you can just see how beautiful it is with the green, purple, orange, red. And what I'm going to do is throw in some sprouts a little bit. I'm going to mix it up. And then we're going to make our own dressing. And I'm also going to throw in some chicken, which makes it a complete meal. Now, with the chicken in it, it's only 220 calories per serving. So it's really very, very low calorie, very easy to make. And I'm going to show you how to make a dressing. So if we just kind of pop over here to the blender, I'm going to throw in half a cup of soy sauce. I'm going to throw a half a cup of white rice vinegar. And this is unseasoned, so there's no sugar in it. I'm going to throw in some ginger and some garlic, hot chili oil and sesame oil. And then I need to throw in about a half a cup of Xagave. Let me grab the measuring cup over here. I'm sorry about that. To sweeten it. And we'll blend it and mix it. It'll only take a second to do that. There you go. Oops. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Put that on there. And I do highly recommend getting a good blender. This is a BlendTech blender. Take that down. You have your dressing. Now the great thing about this salad is once we mix it up, it will stay in your refrigerator for several days, even with the dressing on it. And so why don't we just mix that up? And I'll grab a plate and plate it up. You're going to see how beautiful it looks on a plate with all the colors.
This is one serious. I don't know if I know how to do this.
Here, let me grab that for you and help you. You got to be aggressive with it.
I couldn't open
actually,
the top.
we'll just get this big mixer here.
There you go.
And get it going. It's always nice to have a big mixing bowl.
And the flavor, the smell of the soy and the ginger, you're really.
Yeah, isn't that an amazing flavor? I'm sort of making a mess here on your counter.
That's all right.
So let's go ahead and put that down. I'm going to plate this up. Just show you. Boy, I'm having a hard time getting this to work. There we go.
I thought it was just me. I'm glad to know that the pros do it too.
There you go.
While you're doing that, I also want to talk about, there's options for recipes with whole wheat pancakes that you can put the Xagave in. And tell me about this carrot cake. The normal traditional carrot cake would have how many calories?
A normal carrot cake would have about 12,000 calories in it, 12 to 13,000 calories. But isn't that salad beautiful? And you can plate that up and you can eat that. And the great thing about Xagave is it promotes rise. So it's really great for whole grain cooking. So this carrot cake right here has no white flour, no sugar. It's about 3,500 calories less than a normal carrot cake. 3,500
calories less.
Right.
Thank you so much for coming in. We're going to provide information on where people can buy Xagave. They can get delicious meats, nutritious, as well as these recipes that we just talked about. A whole host of health benefits of agave nectar. You're going to find it under the food tab. Just look for delicious meats, nutritious.
Great. Thank you very much.